Beshem Hashem Nasiv Nasliach. Shabbat SHEMINI, Parasha Shemini. The eighth day. Transcending natural reality. The parasha begins with the inauguration of the tabernacle on the eighth day. Kabbalistically, 7 represents the cycle of nature, the 7 days of creation. 8 represents transcendence of nature and entry into divine reality. So the 8th day symbolizes the moment when human action opens a channel for divine presence. The appearance of divine fire in a sanctuary represents alignment between human intention and cosmic order. The moment when spiritual energy descends into physical reality. In Kabbalistic thought, this is the completion of a process called bringing the Shekhinah into the world. The second theme of the parasha is the death of Nadav and Avihu. They are said to have brought a strange fire before Hashem, and they die instantly. Kabbalistically, this is often interpreted as mystical ecstasy without grounding. Some Kabbalistic interpretations say that they reach too high of a level of spiritual intensity without proper integration into physical reality or grounding. In Kabbalistic language, they experienced ratzo, the soul rushing upward towards God, but lacked shov, returning back to the world. The result? Spiritual combustion. Their souls ascended, but their bodies could not contain the energy. Thus, the lesson is that true spirituality requires balance, transcendence, and embodiment. The third theme of the parasha is the silence of their father Aaron when told that his children died. Kabbalistically, this silence of Aaron represents the void as spiritual wisdom. After the death of his sons, Aaron responds with silence. Kabbalistically, this silence represents entering the mystical void or surrendering intellectual explanation. In Kabbalah, the highest understanding comes from Ein, nothingness, where the mind releases control and allows divine reality to emerge. Aaron's silence therefore symbolizes perfect alignment with divine will. The fourth theme of the parasha deals with dietary laws, spiritual energies in matter. The latter part of the parasha introduces the laws of kosher and non-kosher animals. Kabbalistically, these are not just health laws, but maps of spiritual energy embedded in living beings. Animals symbolize different energetic qualities. Kosher land animals must 1. Chew the cud, which Kabbalistically represents internal reflection, and have split hooves, which Kabbalistically means the ability to distinguish between realms. Only beings that process and refine energy internally are spiritually suitable for consumption. Eating, therefore, becomes an act of spiritual integration, absorbing the refined energy of creation. The fifth theme of the parasha presents the notion of fire from heaven versus strange fire. The parasha contrasts these two fires. Divine fire from heaven equals accepted offering. Human fire from Nadav and Avihu equals rejected offering. Kabbalistically, this represents 2 kinds of spiritual practice. Aligned spirituality, which flows with divine order and therefore produces harmony, versus self-generated spirituality driven by the ego or impatience and creates imbalance. The lesson? True transformation happens when human action mirrors cosmic structure. The sixth theme of the parasha presents the hidden theme, the one that integrates and unites all the other previously mentioned themes. Kabbalistically, a pattern emerges. 1. Theme. 2. Spiritual meaning. 3. Eighth day. 4. Transcendence entering the world. 5. Divine fire. 6. Presence of higher consciousness. 7. Strange fire. 8. Uncontrolled mystical intensity. 9. Aaron silence. 10. Surrender to divine reality. 11. Dietary laws. 12. Refining spiritual energy in matter. The central Kabbalistic teaching is: holiness emerges when transcendence and embodiment are balanced. Too much earthly focus leads to spiritual dullness. Too much mystical intensity leads to spiritual collapse. The Torah presents the middle path of sacred integration. Shabbat Shalom.